heard.
No, you heard.
Yeah. I don't think we need it.
No.
Thank you.
I'm just tuning while I walk around. Don't mind me.
Like, we're missing the Tiano family, which is 3 members. And then I think that's all we're doing. It's my toast.
Marcus, do you want this? Comes blue.
You guys both can. Oh, that's cool. You guys both can.
Where should I sit? What are your sweaters on back for a second? So we'll take pictures.
Are yours like so active like this? Good. Going everywhere.
Marcus, can I sit over here? Marcus, I sit there? Right here.
first thing that somebody's going to be coming up here for a book? Oh, Baruch, thank you. It's not necessarily the best, but I know that if it fits, Nicole sometimes put it in her boot. Your boots are a little bit tighter around the leg there, but I don't know if it was only because the antennas pop it out.
How weird does that look?
Better than
Right, I guess we're turning it on. You're gonna start speaking before we do anything?
Shabbat Shalom, friends. It's good to be together on this Shabbat. We get to make some music together, pray together, learn together. Let's just sing a little nigun, a little melody to help us gather and be present in this space. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Ay, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It is wonderful to have you all here. So I'm Kendra Sager. I'm the Director of Lifelong Learning. I'm excited to be here with Cantor Jacob Namey. So Shabbat is a time where we can pause and slow down and reflect a little, and we get a little break from the hustle and bustle of the week. And today I was thinking about the movie The Goonies. I feel like this is the parents are the right age that you guys know Goonies. So some of you have seen it. I know, maybe not the kids. But it's about some kids who go on an adventure. And as their adventure is ending, one of them stops to make this impassioned speech about how maybe they don't need to go back to their lives just yet. And he says one of the most famous lines from the movie. He says, "Right now, it's our time. It's our time down here." And that's kind of what I was thinking about Shabbat. We can think of Shabbat as a little break from the rest of life. So right now, it's our time. It's our time down here. So let's appreciate this time we have with each other, however brief it is, because we're going to be done by 7. So we welcome our student Shlichei Tzibor, our prayer leaders this evening. We're so proud of the students who are here to lead us in tefillah this evening. This service provides an opportunity for students to experience what it's like to lead the congregation. So each grade has a prayer they focus on for the year, and we have representatives from almost every grade here tonight. So we thank them for being brave and taking on this challenge, and as a community, we will support them with our voices when they lead the community in prayer. So we mark the transition from the regular part of our week to the special and holy part of the week by lighting our nerot, our candles. It's my personal, least favorite part is to actually do the lighting of the candles, but I'll do it for you guys. So this involves just a little bit of magic. Normally, we would say a blessing before we perform the action. And a little later, I'll kind of remind our 4K and Kers not to taste the juice or eat the challah before they do those blessings. But we have a little problem here. So we're not supposed to light candles on Shabbat, so we have to do it first, and then we're going to gather the light together, and we're going to cover our eyes so that after we say the blessing, it'll be like the candles are magically lit. So that's a beautiful way for us to begin. So we'll do that together. If you all want to gather the light with me, we'll pull it towards us. And we'll say the blessing together, which is on page 120.
120, 120, yes. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Magic, they're lit. We are so grateful to be together this evening. We sing Hine Ma Tov as a way of saying how good it is to be here with one another.
Page 128.
Or the supplement.
If you need English, it's in the supplement, but it's call and response. You'll be fine. Hine ma tov, u'mana'im sheverachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, u'mana'im sheverachim gam yachad. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. Hine ma tov, u'mana'im sheverachim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, u'mana'im sheverachim gam yachad.
Shevet achim gam yachad.
Shevet achim.
Shevet achim gam yachad. We welcome Shabbat with a poem set to music. Likrat likens Shabbat to a bride that we rise to greet. Listen for the name of our service, Likrat Shabbat, in the second verse. Join us on page 138. We'll do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 together. And in the last verse, when we sing the words, Boi Kala, enter, O bride, we're going to rise to greet the Sabbath bride together as though she's walking in our front doors. 138.
Likrat kala yadai 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Likrat kala yadai 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 bnei Shabbat Mekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Ishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad Adonai echad U'shmo echad Shem tiferet v'ritila Echad dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela Echad dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'nelcha Kihi mekor ha'bracha Merosh mikedem Nesucha Sof ha'aseh b'machshavat tchila Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela Hitoreri Hitoreri Kiva orech Uri ori Uri uri Shir daberi Kevod Adonai Alaich Migla Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 Shabbat Mekabela
Malakum.
Boi v'shalom Ateret ba'ala Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola Tov emunei am segula Boi chala Boi chala Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Lecha dodi likat kala yalalai 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 B'nei Shabbat Mekabela.
We now begin our Ma'ariv service with our call to worship. I invite Rory Sherman to join us on the bima.
Bye.
Let's get everybody to the right page.
So,
Page 146.
And we rise as a community. I'm going to start with singing some Yai Lai Lai first, and then we'll do Baruch Hu together.
great job.
Yai Lai Lai, Lai 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 Lai, Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai Lai, Lai 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 Lai, Yai Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai. Lai 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 Lai. Yai Lai 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 Lai, Yai Lai 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 Lai. Lai 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 Lai. Now it's your turn, my friend.
Baruch et Adonai.
Ah.
Hamevorah. Baruch Adonai Hamevorah. Leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Go sit down. Great job.
And we now continue in the supplement, friends, in the program. I hope that everyone was able to get a copy of. on page 3. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Orei yom v'layla, nolel or mipnei choshech, nolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Orei yom v'layla, nolel or mipnei choshech, nolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
I invite Ellis Youngerman and Marcus Gianno to come join us on the bima to lead us in Shema, and Alex Callies is going to come on up. Do I have to?
Oh, yeah, my book.
You already have it. Okay.
This one?
We're on page 154.
152.
152. You want to start us off, friends?
Damai.
Israel, Adonai,
A little quieter. You guys can go stand with your families.
You may be seated, friends. And we're continuing on page 154. Go. Et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We'll be continuing in a moment eventually on page 158 with Micha Mocha, this text that comes from a part of our service that talks about liberation. And it seems that some of our young friends are also seeking to be liberated, perhaps. But we call to moment this moment of liberation in our ancestors' history when we were liberated from slavery in Egypt, to help us remember that there are some people today who are still not yet free, and that it's our holy work to celebrate the freedoms that we do have and to work to help liberate others who are not yet free. So on page 158, we'll offer our prayer of freedom and liberation, Micha Mocha. Yai lai 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 la 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 la. Yai lai lai la 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 la. Yai lai 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 la 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 la. Yai lai 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 la 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 la. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha Mocha ne'edar b'kodesh. Torah te'iyot osefele. Torah te'iyot osefele. Malchut Zechara uvanecha. Pokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam. Ze Eliyanu ve'amru. Ze Eliyanu ve'ameru. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
On page 160, we have one of many blessings for peace. We ask God to watch over us and shelter us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'havidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'havidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechaim u'shalom ve'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'havidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'havidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeitenu lechaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Baruch ata Adonai hapores sukat shalom. Hapores sukat shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol amo. Kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
As we prepare to chant the tefillah, we're going to invite quite a big crew up here. We are going to invite Jada Daniel and Aviva Barak to lead us in Avot V'Imahot. Andres Daniel, Gilad Neely, and Avner Roginski. I always do that. Sorry, Avner. And they are going to lead us in Gevurot. So we're going to begin on page 164. We'll say these words in preparation together. Nalakum, please rise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agite ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah
Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasei Avot Ve'imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Page 168.
Now if you're going to step back and let our sixth graders come forward. Right up there. You got this.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חונים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. Page 170. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue silently with the prayers in our hearts. You may be seated when you are ready, and we'll join each other on page 180 in a moment.
you still have prayers in your heart that you need to express, feel free to continue. On page 180, we'll join together in a prayer for peace. Ose shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Say shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu.
On page 371, we say the words of Mishaberach to pray for comfort and healing to those who are sick and ailing. For those who need healing, often just knowing that friends and loved ones are out there praying for their speedy and complete recovery gives them strength. You may use this opportunity to share the names of loved ones who need healing. Do you have a name you'd like to share? Go ahead.
Melissa Markin.
Yeah, Rory, do you want to? Thank you. Page. We're in the middle of page 371.
Yisheberach avoteinu mikor habracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
In this part of the service where we ask for strength and comfort, we also ask for peace and protection for Israel. This is a difficult moment for the Jewish people. We're thinking of our extended family who've been living with this war for 147 days now. And all that we can say for certain is that Am Yisrael. The Jewish people are a resilient people. We're preparing to celebrate one of many holidays which celebrates the survival of our people despite very difficult times. Our prayer for Israel can be found on page 377. We'd like to invite up Adam Neely and Isaac Barak to lead us in this prayer.
As they're coming up, I'll let you all know that we'll sing the first couple of lines of Hebrew together, and then we'll read the English together, which our friends will lead. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'gohalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'gohalo. You start us off in English and we'll join you. Yeah, that's right. But into the microphone.
Okay. Reading this. O Heavenly One,
protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Zur Yisrael v'go'alo.
Cantor, what do you think? Story apropos of nothing? Okay. We have a little story for tonight. It really doesn't fit in with anything.
But it is a nice story.
But it's a nice story, yeah. We tried really hard. So this is the result of rummaging through Rabbi Beich's stash. Don't tell him while he's on sabbatical. Came up with this one. There once was a great debate between different parts of the body, hands, feet, ears, eyes, and tongue, as to which part had the most power. We have the most strength because we are double, said the hands. So are we, shouted the feet, and the ears and the eyes, echoing each other. That is so much more in my favor, cried the tongue. I am alone, and I am convinced that I have more power than any of you twins. Every day the arguments between them continued, and each member of the body claimed superiority over the others as the fastest, the most important, the most useful, which could do the most harm, and which the most good. Whatever claim one presented, the others rejected just as quickly, countering with another claim. Once, the king of Persia was stricken with a mysterious disease. His physicians examined him and announced, Your Majesty, the only thing that will heal you is impossible to obtain. It's the milk of a lioness. And they despaired of ever obtaining this necessary medicine. For what human can get close enough to a lioness to milk her? As a result, the king expected to die. But as a last resort, as kings often do, he announced, Whoever obtains a lioness's milk will be greatly rewarded. In the Persian kingdom, there lived a young man, a brave young man, who loved his king and would do anything possible to save his life. He determined that he would get the milk of a lioness. When the parts of the human body heard about this adventure, they agreed that it would serve as a test, which was the most powerful in helping this young man with his impossible task, to deliver the milk of a lioness to the ailing king. The young man knew that he would never be able to approach a lioness directly, for a lioness who is nursing her young would feel threatened and attack immediately. So what did he do? He found a lioness. He threw her some goat meat. He repeated this for several days. After a while, she became useful to him, and he managed to get close to her, and finally he was able to milk her. This accomplished, he returned to the palace with a jug of precious milk. On the way to the palace, the body's organs and limbs began to argue over who had contributed the most to the success of the young man's feat. I could see where to find the lion's den and where to throw the meat, claimed the eyes. I could hear by the lion's purr or roar when it would be safe to approach, argued the ears. It was we who got us there and brought us safely back to the palace, insisted the feet. Thanks to us, cried the hands, we were able to draw the milk from the lioness and carry it back to the king without spilling any of it. In all this discussion, the tongue was ignored. Wait, just wait, the tongue said under its breath. And aloud he said, this episode is not over yet. What would you do without me? But the others scorned him. When the young man came before the king, the tongue took over. Your Majesty, I have brought you what you asked for, and what I set out to get especially for you, the prized milk of a dog. What? Cried the king angrily. How dare you come before me with such insolence? Hang him. Let his tongue hang out. And the tongue turned to the other parts and laughingly said, see, or don't you see, that without me, you have no power. I can undo with one word in 1 second what all you have worked so hard to do for days. Admit that I am superior to you all, and I'll save us from death. The eyes, ears, hands, and feet agreed, and quickly too. The young man spoke again. Oh, Majesty, in my haste, I stumbled over my words. The milk is that of a lioness. Drink it, Your Majesty. It will truly heal you. My life is at your mercy. There was something in the voice of the young man that moved the king to believe him. He drank the milk of the lioness and, as predicted, recovered from his illness. Great was the reward to the young man from a thankful king, but greater still was the tongue's reward when all the members of the body admitted, yes, you, O tongue, hold the greatest power for good and evil. May we all use the power of our tongues wisely.
Love it.
So it was a cute one. All right. We are going to continue on. We are on page 586.
At the top.
Aleinu.
586 at the top.
Nalakum. Please rise.
For Aleinu l'shabeach. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol. La'atik idla le'yotzer breshit. Shehu noteh shamayim ve'yosed aretz. Umoshav yekaro. V'shamayim yima'al. Ushchinat uzo begofhei meromim. Eloheinu einod. V'anachnu koreim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Middle of page 591. V'ne'emar le'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated, friends. We now take a moment in our service to think about people who are no longer physically with us on this earth, but whose memory is still very much alive in our hearts. We call to mind especially those people who are connected to our community, who have passed away recently in the last 30 days, and also those whose yahrzeit, whose anniversaries of passing we honor on this Shabbat. So recently in our community, we are remembering Ruth Peterman, mother of Shelley Schwartz. We're remembering Melvin Wolf, father of Mitch Wolf. Edward Ehrlich, husband of Roseanne Ehrlich. Howard Goldberg, husband of Sandy Goldberg. Carolyn Kaufman, mother of Michelle Slaza and grandmother of Jennifer Slaza. Harold Keith Landers, father of Sherry Parker. Blossom Siegel, mother of Sherwood Siegel. And Stephen Gassman, brother of Roberta Gassman. And these are the Yartzeiten, the anniversaries of passing that we are observing on this Shabbat. In our community, we have a custom which you're welcome to observe, that when you hear the name of your loved one being recited, you are invited to rise. And then you'll be eventually joined by the rest of the community. This Shabbat, we are honoring the Yartzeiten of Fritz Arm, Tony Blindstrub, is this right? Yep, Soretta Burke. Thank you. Sorry about that. Maurice H. Cohen, Maurice Davis, Estelle B. Dreisen, Hillel Giller, Seymour David Goodman, Irma Jelinek, Seth Kaner, Jack Kaplan, Rose Kaplan, Arthur Lax, Bernard Lipman, Ruth W. Litcher, Maurice B. Pash, Rose Rodems, Harry Rubenstein, Max Saltzman, Lori Salzman, Andrew Mark Schauer, Lee Sinavoy, Nettie Tavrog, David Winehouse, Emily Weiner, and Arthur T. Wartzel. There may be others who are joining us here this evening, either here in our sanctuary or connecting with us online through the live stream, who are also remembering loved ones. I would invite anybody, if you have a name that you would like to share in this moment, you're welcome to do so. Thank you. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Understanding that there are some who no longer have anyone to rise or say Kaddish for them, and so that nobody in our community needs stand alone, we rise as a community, and on page 598, we'll recite the mourner's Kaddish together. Page 598. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabah. Ve'alma divrach yirutech v'yamlich malchutech. V'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shemech rabah mevarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemech tekudshah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May their memories be for a blessing, and we say amen. You may be seated, friends.
We are getting to the end, and our young friends are going to be leading us in some blessings in just a moment. So we want to thank the TBE Sisterhood, Women of Reformed Judaism, for sponsoring the Oneg. And we want to especially call out the Bar Mitzvah of Cole Klein is our next one on April 6th. As part of our religious school community, and we're very proud that he will be celebrating becoming a Bar Mitzvah. Tomorrow there's Torah study. I'm sure every one of you is going to be there. And obviously there's Sunday school on Sunday, and then I will see you guys at that. And I'm going to leave the announcements there.
Other announcements can be found in on the back of the program if you want to find what's coming up in the community. And of course, you can always look on our temple website.
The most important thing is that Purim is coming up.
In like 2 weeks.
So the carnival is here at Temple Bethel.
3 weeks. Sorry.
The 24th is the carnival. It's actually on Purim. It's rare that gets to happen, but it's going to happen. So we're excited about that. And the night before is going to be our congregational celebration and spiel. And if you're into Taylor Swift, you're in for a treat. So
It is going to be a very Swifty Purim spiel.
I think there's probably still room at dinner if you want to sign up. Okay, we are going to invite up Reese Sherman and Ezra Barak to lead us in Kiddush, and Jean Callies to lead us in Motzi. So if you guys want to all come on up, and please bring your grown-ups.
Oh, yes. Always. Can you all get up okay behind?
We've been burned before.
Come on up, friends. Hello.
Okay, so we are going to do, yeah. We're going to do Kiddush first. You can find the words on page 123 if you need them. Okay, so Reese and Ezra go first.
Do you want to step up here so that everyone can hear you? Step up. Step up so you can speak.
Start.
Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. All right.
There's this one too. Here.
Here we go.
I assume it's juice, yeah?
Yep, it's always juice.
Okay. Okay. Let them have.
If anyone wants,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
sure.
can take a sip.
You want to take a sip
No,
from
it's
this
kind
one?
of heavy.
No? Okay, that's okay. All right,
Okay, you're the winner. Good job.
that's okay.
All right, and Jean, you're up.
We need our friends to help us lead Motzi. For any meals that people may be having after, I understand that some people did eat before the service, but if you're going to be having a meal after, we can offer Motzi for whatever dinners may be awaiting us.
Or retroactively.
Or, yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Help hold the plate. Touch it too. Say
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Okay, you get first dibs.
You want to take a little piece? There's some that are already cut there. That's okay too.
You earned it. Thanks. Guys, each want to take some? And
Thank you, friends. And so to conclude our service this evening, as our friends are taking their pieces of challah, and perhaps there will be enough left that others can grab a little piece after as well. But we'll close, friends, with a song that whenever I ask grown-ups or older kids, like, what is the first Jewish song you remember ever learning? This wins like 9 times out of 10. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shabbat shalom.
hey,
Shabbat
Come on, guys.
shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim,
bim, bim, bim, bim,
bam, chiri, biri, biri, bim. Bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim,
bim, bim, bim, bim, bam.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom,
shalom.
friends.
Thanks for being with us tonight.